Hi everyone, it's Twee with Beauty ID. Today we're going to demonstrate a chest waxing using the Apple Free system. Now with Apple Free, we cannot use any before and after products. So unlike our training and our waxing training, we will not prep the skin with any before and after. And after you do the treatment, you need to tell the clients they can't shower, try not to sweat, sauna, or anything for 6 hours so that the product works, starts working and you want to get the best results. We're gonna try and do Kenji's chest, but some of it might be a little too short, so we'll see how this works out. Now, because I'm in Arizona and it's 117 degrees, everyone sweats. So you usually want them to come in with clean skin. You want them to use soap and water. You probably don't want them to use like a Dove body wash that leaves a film. Just something that is nice and clean, that rinses off. And if you're going to use any products to wash them, make sure you use a gel cleanser that doesn't have any acids in it, and you want to make sure that it doesn't leave any kind of residue. Now, as I am wiping him clean with just some water, I'm just kind of paying attention to where his hair is growing. So this is where you can actually kind of like body map. You can have a little whiteboard to kind of like map out which way the hair is growing. If you're doing section by section, you should be able to just follow the hair growth pretty easily. And then if all else fails, just use hard wax. I'm going to use a combination of both. I'm going to use hard wax and soft wax. So I'm going to use the hard wax to pick up anything that the soft wax won't get. So with Apple Free, the minute we remove the hair follicle, we only have 40 to 60 seconds to get Serum A on. Serum A sits on for at least 5 minutes before, so that it will be able to expand the hair follicle 4 times its size. Serum B goes on after Serum A has sat on for 5 minutes. So you have a window of 20 to 25 minutes to get Serum B on. I put my timer on for 20 minutes. The reason is because when that timer goes off, I know I gotta finish that area because I have 5 minutes to get serum, let that sit so that I can put Serum B on all over. Okay? So I do mine a little differently than everyone else. So I have my timer, and I'm gonna set it for 20 minutes. I always keep my timer where I can constantly look at it, and I have everything ready to go because timing is pretty important. So I'm going to, his skin is nice and dry, there's no water. Apply the wax, and I pre prep my area with wax before I start waxing. actually get wax all over his shorts. Okay, so I'm ready to start the hair removal process. Start my timer, start my wax. This wax is doing a really actually good job with as short as his hair is. Now I'm telling you guys, chest is probably one of the most painful areas to wax on a guy. He's gonna agree with me. I tend to use my strip wax, or a hard wax like strip wax when I'm going back, because I only have X amount of time to do this. I let my time go down to where I know I can keep an eye on it a little easier, so I know when I'm at the 40 to 60 seconds. Are you ticklish, Kenji?
I'm just trying to take my mind from the pain.
So it's Kenji's very first time waxing, so it's a little more painful for him. But as we do this, and as we do the Epilfree, we're gonna be removing more and more of the hair, and it's gonna be less painful and easier for him. I don't know, I feel like chest waxing is to me is probably more painful than actually a male Brazilian, to be honest with you. Like their chest and their back of their neck is probably the two most sensitive areas. So because Kenji, some of his hairs are a little short, you might have to have him come back in a week or a few days to get the rest of it, so that we can get it kind of on the same cycle. So yeah, I'll have Kenji come back in like 2 or 3 days when some of his hair has kind of caught up. So if you notice, once I have the Apple Free on, I am not gonna go over that area again with wax. So as I'm waxing, I'm always kind of paying attention to the time too. Kind of patting serum A, and I'm going opposite way of the hair growth. So if you have a bunch of wax or sticky residue and you're not being very clean with your waxing, you're just gonna have to leave it. You cannot use any aftercare. To remove anything. So after 6 hours, they can, use some oil to remove the sticky residue, or hot soapy water will a lot of times get rid of it. But you cannot use any products after. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, these hairs, we're just gonna leave, and I'm gonna have Kenji come back in 3 or 4 days when they grow in a little bit more and get that area, so that it kind of catches up with the rest of his hair. I wanted to do this video, but I guess normally, I guess you would just send them home and have them come back, reschedule them, okay? So we're going to pause, we're gonna come back in 5 minutes. Okay, so my alarm's gone off, Serum A has set on, and now we're gonna change gloves because we don't want to disturb the pH from Serum A with Serum B, or Serum B's pH with Serum A. So I am putting Serum B on, just rubbing it in, going the opposite way of the hair growth, until it kind of gets a little sticky. And then that is it. It's that simple. Remind your clients, don't shower, don't sweat, no working out, Kenji. You know, in Phoenix it's a little hot, so maybe go out there and start their car and get their AC going so they don't sweat this off. Serum B does have a silicone that does close down the hair follicle and block it from getting any bacteria or germs or anything like that. So clothing, rubbing on it is not a problem because it's already kind of like in there and sealed. So, but we just don't want them to sweat it, wipe it off with, and put any kind of lotions or products on for 6 hours. Okay, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys.